Vaaf. Do I
Yes.
say that right?
That's
And
correct.
can you first maybe just explain what it stands for, who you are, what you mainly do?
Well, we are Vaaf. We are two illustrators who joined together to make murals. And Vaaf means verf, so paint in Dutch, but it is a Groninger dialect. So normally you would say verf, but Gronings is vaaf, with a more nasal sound. Some places they have it with an R before the F, so verf, but we do it vaaf.
I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah, and we graduated Minerva a couple of years ago, and we make murals together to liven up spaces.
You two studied together at Minerva, and we're also part, I think, of Illustratie 57, right?
Yes, that is right. Yeah, yeah.
So
We
it kind of naturally flew into this. We also painted murals when we were studying, and when we did illustration 57, still hard in English. Jonna was doing promotional stuff, and I was doing the money part, and it actually kind of flew into that right now as well, I think.
yes.
Like I'm doing the administration, very boring stuff, all the hours, and Jonna's like making all the nice pictures and stuff.
Are you two from Groningen, or did you move here for studying here?
No, we are from Groningen both.
And so you mainly do murals.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can do other things, but we like to do murals together because it's just really convenient to work on murals together because it will go faster. And it's just, I don't know, we like the dynamic of working together on something big because then we can paint and we can talk about it and then we can see what everyone is doing. And if we would like maybe design something on a computer, it's harder to, we feel like, work on each other's work. And we just our work really fits for murals, we think.
Our sketching process is kind of the same as doing the mural itself. So if we're working together, we're usually working on this headquarters or that one, or no, that one. And so Jonna's sketching something and then I'm sketching on the same page. So we're really working on top of each other's work. And that's also what happens if we're doing a mural. Sometimes it's just improvisation.
Sounds like a good symbiosis. So if the two spots now where you guys are staying, where you mostly work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we just we have like our office hours are first like Monday at Lotte's house and Tuesday at my house, and then it's like a little bit like that.
You just keep switching and build yourself some kind of schedule usually.
Yeah. Yeah, because we would have like a working space or something. A lot of illustrators have that, but because we are working sometimes 3 or 4 weeks making a mural somewhere, then that's like our working place. So we would really love to have like an office or something, but I think that's something for us not very. We would first like to invest in other stuff, and then after we would have an office because that's not like very prominent for us now.
Have a nice car.
Yeah, would like to have the car, a big bus.
Oh yeah. Just a completely colorful truck that's just filled with stacks of paint.
Yes.
And always a nice pair of dungarees.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's all you need. And are there some spots in town right now where your work is up? I know already at USPA that's one of the spots, but are there some other places, or also in general, where people can find and see your work?
Yes. We have.
Right now, maybe not because most of the cafes are closed.
Yeah, but most of the places that we have stuff up is closed. But if it were open, it would be the Jeu de Boule bar. It's called Boule. We made a lot of murals there, like all over the place. We have it in Pax Beer, which is a beer brewery from Groningen. We have 3 murals there, one in the brewery itself, one in the cafe, and one in the entrance. We have 3 murals at USPA. So we have a new one we just finished a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And what more? We have one mural in the AZC in the refugee center in Ter Apel.
In the toilet in the falafel.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, in the falafel place. So yeah, I used to work there, and now I don't anymore. But my boss wanted something to when he was on the toilet, he could like look at for ages. So like a searching image. I know we would say zoekplaatje, like where's
Something
Waldo?
like Where's Waldo?
Yeah, exactly like where's Waldo, but then a little bit more art style. So there's a lot of secrets in there and a lot of funny things to see. So that's a nice mural. That's a really small one for us.
Smallest, yeah.
Mm.
Good to know, because I love the falafel there, but I've never checked out the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
No. I'm just not gonna come out for 10 minutes. Or maybe longer.
yeah.
It's one of the ways how your work is kind of changed now, right? That it's just not seen that much.
Mhm.
But can you tell also in general how working now has been changed for you over the last couple of weeks? Can you still see each other, by the way? Like, can you still go to each other's places, or do you still do that?
What? Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
we
like
we
literally see each other.
we talked about this about what because when we were working at USFA, it was impossible for us to keep a distance. So we would like of course we will be very sanitary with everything, but what if we get a new assignment? Will we like do the sketching? Will we do that apart or will we do that together? Because normally our sketching is very dynamic process and very social because we are together and we're painting over each other's stuff. But I think if we would get we would get a mural for now. We would see each other again, and if it was possible to have the 1.5 meters distance, then we would. But now we just see each other on Skype and we call a lot. So that's for now. But that's also because we don't have a mural now.
Yeah.
Is there also less jobs coming in because of it, do you think?
Yes.
We also got some cancelled ones.
Yeah.
But it's mainly because we work in cafes, so they're not sure of their future right now, and they don't have an income, and they have personnel that has to be paid, of course.
Yeah.
So art is the last thing you want then, maybe.
Yeah. It's just that I think it's important. I think it's very important, but I think they have to pay their personnel first and the rent. And that's why we got a lot of cancellations because a lot of murals we do are in the cafes and the restaurants and stuff, and where people gather actually.
Yeah.
Like a lot of and places where a lot of people gather, they are not open now. So, but we are thinking about a like kind of construct. But it's just what we are thinking about right now, and maybe if people watching this, they can let us know what they think about this, because we get so we are because we are set payers, we are meant to get an amount of money to help us to get through the months because of the corona and the assignments that are not coming in or cancelled. And because of the cafes and the restaurant that are all empty right now because they have to close, we thought, hey, why can we not paint now? Because it's like we don't have weird opening times that we have to be gone, or we don't have to pay at night, so we can make murals very fast. But only the problem is that the restaurants and the cafes don't have that much money for it. So we are thinking maybe we can give like a corona discount, because we are also getting some money from the government, and that way we will give a big discount. They will still pay us, so we pay taxes, so it's also good for the economy. And also the government doesn't have to pay us the full amount, because we will still get a little bit of loan or a bit of money. So that's something that we are thinking about, like a temporary corona, kind of courting.
What things?
Yeah, corona courting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also then I think it would be very sweet afterwards for people to go back to the cafes and to the spots and
Yes.
just have a little surprise, a little something that has changed.
Yeah,
and you've
kind of
made it
opening.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So are you currently working on any projects? I know there's something in the direction of alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Oh, good promo.
You can also make plants.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Recycled, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to tell about this, Lotte?
Yep. Yeah, we were actually planning our party in April. because we're working together for a year now, like officially. So we planned a really big party at Box because we painted at Box and it was a very nice big spot with all of our paintings. So that's always nice. And we could brew our own beer there. So this is actually the beer, and there's a lot of funny things in there. This food is from USFA, from the painting.
Also the tiger, right? I remember the tiger.
The tiger is also from USFA. And there's like ales there, but that's just because it's a pale ale. And like these kind of things we use a lot. These are actually our profiles from our faces.
Great.
And this is like a really big project that Jonna once did. And we used some colors, and these peppers are from Bucks also.
And this is my tattoo.
Yeah, Jonna's house. And the house also has a known Instagram. So yeah.
That is one of your current projects.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, party can't go on right now, so we were like stranded with a lot of beer, and we were thinking like, what are we going to do with this? But we didn't think that because the cafes are closed, a lot of people still want to drink alcohol, but they just do it at home. So yeah, you can buy your beers and then just drink them at home. So it's going quite okay.
You do home delivery as well.
Yeah, sometimes if they live close, or you can pick it up at the Oosterpoort or in the city center. So that's where we live. And then we will put the box outside, and then we'll take a few meters, and you can pick it up.
Do what you gotta do. We also already thought about how to include that maybe. So maybe we're gonna order some and either use it as a prize for some games, or we see. But we're probably gonna order some soon.
Oh well, but we also spoke about you don't have to order because we are giving you a box for free. Because I think it's you're 12 people, right? Or
I'm not sure how many we are right now. I think so. I think around 12.
well, then it's perfect because then we will give you a box. Yeah.
Oh. Wait. As you two are in your workspaces right now, would you like to have a little show of things you usually use, just where you usually sit and work? Because I think this is so special about this now that we can really just see where the people work as well. If you're comfortable with that, if it's not too messy, or just pick up some things that are around you that you usually use. It's already a nice setup with a painting in the back.
Yeah. Lotte has a really nice closet there with like what kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, usually, this is very dark, so this wouldn't be nice for the light. But this is my desk, and where the light comes from. So usually we just sit here, and I have a little kitchen, so the coffee is really nearby. And yeah, we just paint on big sheets. Maybe I have still a sheet like this. This is our Bax mural. So we just put a lot of papers next to each other. And yeah, we have a lot of sketches actually.
I think I have also the falafel sketch.
I don't know. Oh, here, this is USFA.
How do you start it? You just sit next to each other and just scribble next to or over each other?
Yeah. Mostly we start with like little drawings, and then either we will cut them out or we will just draw them over, and then we will assemble them in a way, and then draw it together, and then draw it a couple of times. So that's what also happened with this one. So this is the one from the falafel. So here down, these are all the bodies and the falafels. Then here you see these are actually the bosses from the falafel, so the guys who make them. And then here's like a factory of falafel making people. And this we will like this. I would probably draw this bit, and then Lotte would draw this bit, and then maybe Lotte with this, and then I would do the sides, and then we just like hand it over to each other.
Does it ever happen that one person draws something and the other one doesn't like it? That it's really hard to narrow it down to one point?
Yeah, we have that a lot of times, but then.
But there's always something about it that's nice. So usually it's like, for example, here, we started with these, and I also made a sketch with a zebra, and then I changed my mind about it, and then the thingies went really small, and then Jonna said like you should do it way bigger, and then it finally works out.
Yeah, so we always it's always about when you focus on the drawing of the other one, what you don't like about it, then it goes a little bit more to a bad place. I mean, if I see a drawing of Lotte and I see the things that I don't like about it, I try to see what I do like about it, and then that way we can. I mean, we're still honest because then we can understand each other what we want from this painting. So if I say like, I love this, but I mean, I think it would work better if it was bigger, then we understand both like, okay, this is what we want, this is the direction that we want to take with this. And if I would say like it's too small, then maybe it's like, well, what am I supposed to do now then?
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
I can imagine it being quite tough sometimes, that on the one hand, a lot of my friends, or me too, often tend to be like, I don't really like what I'm doing, and then you look at other people's stuff and then it makes you a bit insecure because it looks so nice, so it can either go in that direction, or I think I can imagine finding it tough to work on something and have a specific idea of it and then working with someone together.
Yeah,
that's why I think it's very special that you find that connection where you can just like very naturally work together, and it looks so like it looks so as if it was almost made from one mind. Like everything just fits so well together.
That's what we want. Thank you. Yeah, it's also the thing about being conscious or self-conscious about not having your work be as good as the other person. I sometimes have that with Lotte as well, because I think her work is like so interesting, and her way of drawing is like so round and soft and so interesting, and everything plays with each other. And I think sometimes you have the same feeling, like sometimes maybe you are not good enough, but we always love to think that when we paint or we sketch together, we help each other out also mentally a lot. So we talk and we give advice. So actually everything that we make together, we kind of, even if I have drawn everything, Lotte has also made it, kind of. So that's how that's why how you get over this like self-conscious, like I don't make good enough stuff or something.
Sometimes
Again, then you can just get excited together.
Yeah.
Again.
Sometimes one of us doesn't even touch the sketch, but it's just because you spoke about it. It just happens. Like, oh, I want to draw a tiger, or let's draw a tiger, or whatever. And then somebody drew it, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. So it's you make it together, like visually or mentally. Oh well, I can show my paint closet, or I don't know if that's interesting. I'm looking at Lotte.
Yeah, very.
I think for illustrators,
Sale, right?
It's not. I have to walk up. It's not very interesting, I think, but because it's a really full closet of old paint. Okay, so this is it's on rainbow colored. So back here we have all the reds, and then we have some kind of pink and yellow here, and then we have all our greens here. Really beautiful colors. Like this one is very nice.
That's one of my favorite colors.
And then we sometimes have them in like pots like this. We always get them like how do you say mengen in English? We don't mix them ourselves. It's like pre-mixed colors, because that's just easier, and then we get them from the Jongens Doornbos. Sometimes we also they make specialty colors for us. So this one we call Michael Blau or Michael Moore, like because the guy who made it for us was Michael. He was working, and we needed a blue that was like very had a lot of neon in it, but it didn't exist on like the color panels. So he made it for us. So this one is very important to us. And then we wanted to make some plants of these because they are empty and they're quite cute. So we thought maybe we can like make plant pots of them, like some purples and stuff. And then here I have also a lot of stuff which we use for live illustration.
Yeah, it started with illustration 57 actually, that we did blind portraits.
Maybe I can find it a bit.
We usually had one person sitting somewhere and one person explaining how the person looks like. So there's a curtain between the drawer and the person who wants to be drawn. And then someone is explaining about it. So you always get very objective portraits from us because we don't know if someone is beautiful or not or whatever. So people have to describe. The better the description, the better the drawing. So if someone is saying, "Yeah, it's very ugly," you wouldn't know what you get then. They're very fast, and usually we do them on festivals.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like people, and then they talk about each other, and then we make a quick drawing. Oh, this one is quite cute. This is Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Cute girl.
Did it often end up actually looking like the people?
Sometimes it works really well. It's like always the people that say, yeah, their eyes are kind of like this shape, but a little bit like this. If they're being very descriptive, then the portraits end up looking very good. But when they are mostly people say like, we will ask like, how does their nose look, and they would say, yeah, just normal. And then we would get like a Barbie or something.
We did a live portrait drawing session on Instagram, and it was really fun, where we could see the person and then just in 10 minutes drew them. But I think this would also be very fun maybe for us.
Yeah, of
if we
course.
can see the idea again and revive it. If you have that person just describing someone else around them and then painting from that, it could also be fun. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, because you add that extra layer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also the end moment is quite surprising because it could go in many directions.
Yeah, exactly. It's just interesting to see how people are like describe each other, like dare to describe each other, because everything is sometimes for a lot of people about beauty and stuff. And like when someone has a bit of a thick nose, then sometimes people don't want to say that because they think it's not liked. So
Yeah, imagine that.
but
Yeah.
sometimes people think that sometimes you would be very harsh on yourself if you draw yourself, and then when someone else sees you, they maybe more see your appearance as well, and they view you in a very positive light. So mostly these paintings are people are very happy with them.
I feel like it's quite self-reflecting in general, always to imagine what kind of view other people have of you in such a short amount of time. And then also put in a small illustration that just really narrows it down to the first things you see. I think it's very interesting to figure out how other people see first. Is there any very strange new thing that you two have picked up lately? Like, if it could be anything related to drawing, like any new exercise you started doing, or just anything random you started to do in your daily life now that things are a bit different.
What did you say?
More postcards, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But they're gone, of course. But we have our own, what is it called? Post stamp or something?
Yeah.
We have our own stamp, so it's really nice.
Interesting that you're talking about this, because what I'm doing now is that I'm writing back to some friends, and like now I have to stay at home, so now I'm like really writing again to people and making packages for them with cookies and stuff. So yeah, but I don't think I normally in life I encounter much more interesting things, and now not so much. It's just still the weirdness of, for instance, when people come pick beer up from our houses. It's just so interesting that we have to put it down, and then you see how much people love to have a bit of conversation with you, because everyone is like at home and they're like, oh, and really eager to have some social contact, but not being able to like touch each other or be close to each other. It's just still really weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sometimes hard because it's already been taking such a long time to not forget about it. I feel like in some days, if I go out here, I just pass the market as well. People just almost forget about it, like the 1.5 meter distance, and kind of just want to gradually go back to how you used to behave with other people before.
I feel like even I get like a bit scared. People are saying that the handshake will go away, and that's something that is like terrifying to me, because I'm like, I don't want that. I love handshakes.
You love handshakes? I hate handshakes, to be honest. I'm a hugger.
I like hugging as well, but like for meeting people, and it's like I love that first initial like hi, and you can like grab their hands really tightly, like I'm not here to play.
You can make it first impression.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't have that with like a bow or something.
I started to do this one now with friends again because I saw this meme about it, of this being the new greeting for your friends again.
That is interesting.
Usually do this one.
We have this. We have this high five. This is our. We always do this in front when we have
And
a
now
meeting
you can
with
just
each other.
give each other internet high fives. Yeah. Try. Yeah, I think I got that one. Oh yeah, and kind of similar to that, what would be the first thing, or the first thing you're excited about doing after all the restrictions are gone?
Oh, having friends over and cooking and playing games, and all sitting at a table that's way too small. That's
Where the table is not even 1.5 meters.
yeah. It's like sitting this. I would like sit with people like this on a table, and then like playing games and stuff. I think that would be fun. And working again, and people seeing like, because when we were working at USPA, we the last couple of weeks we were all alone, and normally when we work in public spaces, a lot of people walk and they like stop and then have a chat with us and then say something to us. And now we were listening to like a listening book. I don't know how you say this. Which was also nice, but normally we love that people are like walking and saying something about it. Sometimes people say really weird things, which is also very funny.
Do you ever incorporate that then? Do you think you could ever incorporate that, like funky comments from the side, like, I didn't see it like that?
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would love to go to the pool again, because it's getting more and more sunny. I live near the papiermolen, and I love to swim, and now I can't go there this summer, so would love to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the lakes 2 times now.
Oh, nice.
I think that's okay if you just go with a small group of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's hope that we can have some more summer outside times with big groups of people.
Vaaf in the park.
Yeah, have some Vaaf in the park. Yes.
I think those are. Let me double check. Yeah, I think if you have some more fun facts about you, this is the last point. But yeah, I had a lot of fun chatting to you, and I think I got a lot of nice information. I really liked seeing your little rooms and where you're sitting right now. It already looks very creative in the back.
Thank you.
It was nice to meet you. I mean, it was the first time ever seeing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I had the benefit of already seeing photos of you.
Next time we do an interview with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, it feels really unnatural to not ask a lot of questions back. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is an interview, it has to be about us.
Yeah, it's always weird.
So next time, interviews about everyone from Illustration 57. Maybe.
Oh, also, my neighbor is starting to play the guitar. That's great timing.
The end tune of the
Yeah,
series.
I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a lot of fun painting soon again in real life.
thank you. You too.